Hello and welcome, guys. It is Wednesday evening here in the UK, and I'm Leon Street back again. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to add 5K in sales in the next 30 days without using paid ads. So today's content, I've got some real actionable steps for you. This stuff is not going to be filler. This is going to be things that you can implement right now. It is the 28th of October right now as I speak. And, November is around the corner. And then we have December, and pretty much most of the world right now is on lockdown. So we're all going to be challenged in different ways. And if you're a business owner right now out there looking to, add extra income into your business, in this live, I'm going to give you steps that you can take to add sales in the next 30 days. Yeah. And so, do be prepared with your notepad, get your pen and paper. I've got some great steps. And remember, after this video, you can come back and watch it again. So you can come back to it, pause and check some of the things that I want to share with you today. Before we get into the content now, guys, I just want to say, if you're not subscribed already, please do make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, because it's just popped up as a live stream, remember, click on the subscribe button. If you're watching this on Facebook, thanks, guys. Thanks for jumping on and watching. But I'd love your support also on YouTube as well. But if you're watching on Facebook, just give me a thumbs up, give me a heart, really appreciate it. And if you are on YouTube, remember to click on the notification bell. I just want to shout out all of my podcast listeners. And if that's you right now, thank you very much for listening in. I do have quite a few people who listen to the audio version of the content that I put out. I put out 2 episodes which go on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, all over the place twice a week. So I just want to send a shout out to all of my podcast listeners. Right, guys. So disclaimer. So as I'm going through today, I did say I've got actionable points. So you will need a pen and paper, some things for you to pick up on. And, if you're interested and serious about taking your business to the next level and you want to add an extra £5,000, dollars or euros, whichever currency you're trading in, that's what today's video is all about. And I welcome all your questions. If you got any queries, drop them in a comment below this video. And, if I can't answer them all live whilst I'm doing this live stream, I will come back to them afterwards and I will answer them individually. So let me get into this. So here's the first thing I just want to just share with you. If you already run ads, because this live stream, I'm saying, what I'm about to share with you, you don't necessarily need to run ads. But if you're already running ads, don't stop running your ads. That's fine. Yeah. However, if you'd like to add more sales, then what I'm about to share with you will help you to add an extra 5K in sales. And beware, this isn't for overthinkers. These strategies and tactics are for action takers. And I don't say that lightly. And I'll tell you why. I come across a lot of business owners that I work with on a weekly basis, ones that I'm coaching, ones who reach out to me, and we end up on discovery calls, to find out more about how I can help them. And the one thing that I do come across is, there's a lot of business owners, especially right now, that they're overthinking things, so much so that they're in this place of procrastination and they're not taking action, and they're busying themselves with things that I guess are perhaps urgent but not important. Yeah. And so I just want to share this. So anybody watching right now and you really want to make an extra 5,000, this really is about taking what I'm sharing with you and just implementing. And if you take what I'm sharing with you and you're that kind of person who can just implement and you're stuck along the way, just message me. Yeah. And I'm not saying to message me where you've got to pay me any money. If you're stuck and you're actually implementing the steps that I'm about to share with you, reach out to me. The biggest thing for me is that more business owners are winning right now, because in the UK, we're on this new 3-tier lockdown. I saw on the news recently today, in fact, France and Germany are going into another lockdown. I know Poland are in another lockdown, second lockdown. I'm not sure what will happen here in the UK. I know America are reporting more cases and all that stuff. And so what does that mean for you as a business owner? I'm not trying to add any fear or anything like that. But, there's going to be more restrictions. So, earning some extra cash right now is going to be, I guess, valuable and important to you in your business and your life at home, either for you and your partner, you and your family, whatever it is. That's what this live is all about. So as I said, guys, if you do have any questions, please ask. But the content I'm going to share with you is for action takers. If you're the kind of person who overthinks, like, just stop watching the live. I'm cool with that. So it goes without saying, your strategy is only as good as the offer that your target audience buy. Yeah. So I'll say that again. Your strategy is only as good as the offer that your target audience buy. If you're not selling right now and people are not buying in, I guess, in the quantities that you need to look at your offer. And I've got some steps that we're going to go through in a moment. So in order to make this work, you first need to create a message to market match on the right media. So what does that mean? So in plain English, let me just zoom in, guys, so you can see this. In plain English, that means we need a message that attracts the right audience on the right social media platform. And so if you're not going to use paid ads, and I'm just saying this, as I said earlier, if you are using ads, don't stop running them. But if you're not going to use paid ads, but you've got time, you've got energy, you've got resources, perhaps your team, whatever it is, then what I'm going to share with you is stuff that you can implement without having to run ads. Just make sure my phone is off. I heard it, a notification in the background. And so let's move forward then. So here we are. Here are the action steps. The first one is a self-inventory. Now, the self-inventory is important because I don't know about you, but I come across a lot of business owners who say they can do a lot of things, but actually they fool themselves because they haven't really checked on the time they have available. And this might be you've got prior responsibilities, you got things already booked into your calendar for the next 30 days, yet you do want to add this extra 5K in the next 30 days. Now, in order to do that, you do need to check on yourself. You need to check on what time do you have available. So if you are going to implement new strategies and new tactics, what time do you have available? So look at your week as a block of 168 hours, and start filling out your week. Like, what time do you need to have for sleep? If it's 7 hours, 6 hours or 8 hours, whatever amount of sleep you need to have, right? What time do you need to put into, making dinner, making lunch, making your breakfast, those types of things, being with your family, downtime. And then what time do you have left over, right? And at that point, you can see, here's what I've got to play with. So all the steps that I'm going to share with you coming up, because I've got some real key steps that you can implement. I'm going to go fast through these steps. You can just start dropping those things into your weekly schedule, right? And then in the next 30 days, that's where you're going to find these results, because you'll be able to apply it knowing you've got the time available. Step 2, the audience. So who are they? What's their number one problem? So I come across a lot of business owners who they think they have an understanding of who their audience are, and the reality is that they haven't got the foggiest. And when I say the foggiest, they really don't understand who their audience is. And so what I'm saying here is, you've got to get very clear on who they are and what their number one problem is. You can't fix all their problems. And if in a 30-day period you want to take things to the next level, you've got to focus on what's the one compelling problem that this person has. So if it's B2B, what's the problem the business has that you can help? If it's B2C, it's the same thing. What problem do they have in their life that your products or services or solutions can help them to alleviate? And it's this approach where you're going to find the answers that you're looking for in terms of connecting people to your message. So hopefully that makes sense, and you're able to look at yourself from, let me get back to my slide. I can see a part of it is just missing there. So the key here is that you understand your audience's number one problem, but then you can dive into the pains. What must they feel to be motivated to change? So you understand their problem, you understand who they are, but what pains must they feel to be motivated to change? And it's important for you to know this. You've got to write this down. And I did say to you earlier, make sure you've got a pen and paper, or if you've got a notepad or on your laptop, just type this stuff up. Answer that question. What pains must they feel to be motivated to change? So what are they experiencing as real pains? Like, they can't put up with this anymore and they need to change. So if you provide a service, a consulting service, a coaching service, whatever it is, you've got to note it down. Like, what is that audience going through? When I say audience, obviously we're talking about a niche, a very specific group of people. And what gain beliefs do they need? So what beliefs must, I put most there, but must be present or altered to believe your solution is the best solution. So meaning once a person understands that you know their pains, what beliefs must be present, or be altered to believe that your solution is the best thing. So what I mean by that is, and let me just kind of give you a quick example. So in order to have a type of belief, they must believe that whatever problem they're going through can be fixed, can be changed. They must also believe that they are not capable of doing it alone, meaning that they need you in order to help them, or need somebody like you who's got the solution. And so you need to start from that place, and you need to write these things down. And the reason why you need to write them down is because what you're starting to form is like, what's the message that's going to connect you to the audience? Because without these answers, you're probably going to create a message that is heavy on features, light on benefits, and lacking true understanding. Therefore, you can't really show empathy in a message and really like kind of, pinpoint the pain of what somebody's going through. So they, as they're reading or as they see the type of video or message you put together, they can't connect you to the solution. And so this is an important step that I'm saying to you that you really do need to consider. So if this is making sense, guys, just give me a yes so far. If you're watching this live or you're watching this on a replay, just drop a yes in the comments. I really would appreciate that, guys, just so I know that you guys are following. Right then. So that is step 2. Let's look at step 3. So step 3 is you need to create an irresistible offer. And in my coaching programs, I have something that I call a no-brainer irresistible offer. So an NBI offer. And the reason why I call it no-brainer is because of the next question that I've got. What could you sell to this audience with the problem they have without ads, just by telling people about it? So what I mean by that is, if you explained what it is that you did, without using ads, and you just told people, but you could just sell it just by telling them. So that's what your offer needs or where your offer needs to start from as a starting point. Like, imagine you just rocking up to your perfect target audience, or even doing a Facebook Live or creating a video on Instagram, on LinkedIn, whatever platform it is, and you just talking about the solution to that problem, knowing full well what pains they're going through, what beliefs they're probably experiencing, and what beliefs they will need to have in order to make a buying decision. Like, you just tell people, and they would be in a position to say, great, how can I pay you? How can I get this service right now? And here are 3 extra things that will solidify your offer. And in my coaching programs, I do go deeper on this, but this will be enough to get anybody going who's just watching this. And, if you're not one of my clients right now and you're just watching this will get you going. Can it be sold for a high ticket price? So I'm not saying to you, create a service or a product and sell it for like £50, $50 or $100. No. Can you create something that can be sold for £3,000 plus? And it must be in a fixed time period. And the reason for that is, if you're going to sell something in the next 30 days, people are looking at like definite solutions, definite time frames. And if you can sell it for high ticket, put a definite timeline on it. So if somebody's going to pay you £3,000, can it be delivered in 3 months? Can it be delivered in 2 months? Can it be delivered in 4 months, perhaps? Whatever your product or service is, you'll know the kind of timescales of what it can be. You then need to look at what's the model. So is it a done for you service? Most people will pay high ticket for a done for you service. Why? Because as human beings, never mind if you're business to business or business to consumer, we want stuff done for us. We actually just want to pay and know that somebody can help us implement, if not do the whole thing, right? So offering a done for you service is something that you can charge a high ticket for. So some type of consultancy, one-on-one coaching, that type of stuff, like for a limited period, remember. So get definite on or finite on your timeframes, or some type of group coaching program with elements of done for you. And these are the kind of things that hopefully you guys can see this. I'll zoom in a little more, but these are the kind of things that would push people forward in terms of they want things done for them, meaning it'll be easier, it'll be faster, things will be better. Because in society, and I guess the age that we're in terms of information age right now, we're awash with information. That is not something that you can really put a high ticket price on. But helping somebody to implement that information as a done for you service, you can't pay for that. Yeah, you can't pay for it in the sense of go onto YouTube, watch somebody's video, and then click on, I guess, the person's profile and say, hey, can you do that thing for me? No. But the thing is, if you offer it as an offer and you have that as a service or product, people will pay for it, because obviously they'll need that problem fixed. But somebody holding their hand or doing it for them is actually the next best thing, and most people would love to pay for that. And what you need to look at next is, what objections would there be before they buy? You answer them ahead of time, i.e. you write down all the objections you think people would have in terms of paying, you know, £3,000, dollars or euros plus to have this product or service that you can offer them right now. Write the objection answers down and answer them, so that, say, they would say, oh, I need to think about the price, it's too expensive. Write down how you could answer that objection. And these things that you're writing down, these answers that you're writing down, are how you create this compelling message. It's how you craft a message to either go as a social media post, as a comment on somebody else's post, as a video, as a Facebook live, a LinkedIn live, or Instagram live, or a YouTube live. It just helps you to know what you need to be talking about, because you're talking from the perspective of your prospects, your target audience. So the next step is, now that you understand what kind of product and offer you can put together, you need to look at the low-hanging fruit. Speak to past customers or prospects that you didn't land, you didn't close the deals on, or any past leads that you didn't turn into clients. This is so overlooked. And I was speaking to, I remember the first few months of lockdown, I was speaking to one of my clients, and a simple piece of advice, I said, go back to any clients that you quoted for but you didn't land the deals, and just see if they actually, you know, went elsewhere, or if they didn't actually make a decision. And my client did this. He called around clients that he did quotes for and got through to two, and they both closed. The first one came in at £1,500 just because he phoned them back up. And when he spoke to the person said, oh, you know what? Yeah, I remember your quote. I just got busy with, you know, different things. And a month had passed and I totally forgot about, you know, acting on this. And when my client phoned him and was in this conversation, they were like, yeah, let's go ahead. Can I pay you now? Yeah, he didn't even have to sell. So sometimes we overlook what is, I guess, in front of us or available to us. So look at the low-hanging fruit that is around you. The next step is, if you're going to go on social media, you're going to speak to people, you're going to put yourself out there. Now that you've got an offer, you understand the type of messaging you need to have, because you understand the pains, the beliefs, the motivation. You understand why people need to move from where they are to where they need to be with your solution. You need to update your social media profiles to match your latest offer, to match your message. I see a lot of people who never change their social media profiles. And, you know, if somebody is a prospect and they come across your message in a group, somewhere on social media, they watched a video got shared or recommended, and they come to your profile and your profile says nothing close to what it is that you're offering now, that can be a big turn off for people. So here's a quick example. So here's my Facebook profile. You can see on the left hand side of my Facebook profile, I have like my intro. I know the Facebook profiles have changed recently. A lot more people are getting this new update. This is a past screenshot, but I'm just showing you nonetheless. You do have an intro section where you can put a short sentence about what you do. Update your profile banner picture at the top. So include perhaps maybe a few of the things or the benefits or services that you offer. Make sure the other links that you have on there, if you link to your website, link to a proper page, not just a home page. Link to like a call booking page or a more information page, something that will help convert a lead into a prospect. Here's LinkedIn. So on LinkedIn, update your headline. You can do this, you know, and include some real good information. I do believe for some reason there's a glitch when you use iPhone or an iPad on OS X, so Apple operating system, where LinkedIn allows you to actually enter more into your headline. But on Android device or Windows, you get less characters available for your headline. But update your headline, update your banner on LinkedIn as well. LinkedIn's a great platform for B2B services. On YouTube, add a banner at the top of your channel if that's how you attract people. Tell people what you do in the banner, and also make sure your videos have thumbnails to attract interest and people to watch your content. Instagram, make sure your bio is updated, and again, the link, what you're linking to, make sure the link is relevant to somewhere where it's either more information or a call to action to get people to book in for a strategy call, discovery call, sales call, that type of stuff. Just make sure your social media profiles are up to date, guys. So these are just, quick ones that I'm just dashing through so you guys can see. I'll just zoom back out so you can see each one of those again. So that was Facebook, and I've highlighted in red your intro section. That is LinkedIn, where you have your headline section. YouTube at the top, your banner, and then Instagram, I've highlighted the bio again in red. Right. So you've just had 5 steps so far, guys. I've taken you through 5 steps of things that you can do to make sure that you can add an extra 5K in the next 30 days. But, that's almost like the strategic part, the kind of setting the scene part. Now you need to understand, well, how do I attract people? Because it's all well and good understanding my target audience, Leon, creating an irresistible offer and going out to low-hanging fruit. But what if I need more? I need to reach more people. I need more people to see the offer. Here is the answer for you guys: original content ideas. So the first thing is, you need to create content. You need to be a content creator. It's simple. Look at most of the successful businesses out there. They're either able to pay for ads, or they can create content, i.e. new ads, or even organic things, more videos. Look at the successful entrepreneurs out there. They create Facebook Lives like pretty much like weekly, at least a minimum, or they do LinkedIn, or they do YouTube, whatever it is, but they create content. Why? Because you need to capture the attention of your target audience, and creating content is how you do that, because the more quality you put out there, and the more consistency you have with your content just being out there, the more eyeballs you're going to have on your stuff. And the more eyeballs you have means you are not in obscurity. It means that more people are going to see you. And it's almost like you get to the point where you pop up like for everybody, because you create such great content, people just see you. So creating original content ideas is critical, guys, and meaning that you not just come up with the ideas, but you actually publish the stuff. So when you do create your stuff, whether it's a post, whether it's a video, a live, whatever it is, don't be boring. Have a live, do stuff, share the different things that you do. I shared a post, I think it was about a week ago, about me and my son at jiu-jitsu. I just started doing jiu-jitsu, and the reason being, my son has just gone from the kids class to the adults class, right? And so I thought, well, I don't need to just hang around anymore. I can actually join him, spend quality time with my son. The picture got something like 150 likes on Facebook. And so the point I want to get to is that, like, I'm sharing that I do have a life, and it's something that is of interest to me, spending time with my son, and a new challenge like learning jiu-jitsu. It's not something that I've done before, but I'm enjoying it. Number 2, rotate content mediums. So try long form posts, questions, memes, images, Facebook Lives, videos, Instagram 60 seconds, LinkedIn 10-minute videos. Do the same thing, every day, but mix it up. Just be prolific. If you have lead magnets or order pages to, for people to opt in to get a free guide, or you have a webinar, or you have something, share the links in the comments of those posts as well. Like generate leads. Explore what platforms can do. So play with it, test polls out, lists, backgrounds, moods. For instance, like Instagram stories. LinkedIn have just introduced stories as well. Just test different things just to see how you can capture more attention, guys. Mix it up. If you are too fun, add in some serious factual stuff, and if you're too serious and factual, add in some fun stuff. Just mix it up, because at the end of the day, you're communicating with humans, and humans respond to different things. And mixing stuff up is a real good thing, because you'll find kind of like where you fit as you produce more content, more content more often. Yes, that means more work. Accept it and don't moan, especially if you're not already making 500,000 plus. And so let me just zoom in, guys, so you can see this a bit more. Dan, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for your comments as well. So just create more content. That was step 5 on original content. 6, invest time. So good content will get traction. Throwing something weak together will get results. I mean, when I do my Facebook lives, I think about them every Wednesday and every Sunday. I mean, like I'm sharing this live with you right now, but it's actually a PowerPoint presentation. And so I've just got used to creating content, and I've just got used not only just to switch on Facebook Live or YouTube and do a live stream, like I'm here preparing something that I know will get traction, that I know will add value to the people watching. And so, you know, rubbish in equals rubbish out. So I want to put good in, so I'm getting good out. And you should look at the same for yourself. Seed, if you've got something you wish to promote, think about it 4 to 10 days of seeding the content leading up to that, you know, before the big reveal. Meaning, you know, if you think about a movie when it comes out of cinemas, when we could go to cinemas, you'd hear about it like months in advance. There would be a trailer, they tell you, you know, what to expect, and then they would release the cinema release dates. You know, you could pre-order your cinema tickets, and then you just know about it the whole way through. It's being seeded. So think about your audience, think about putting your content out there and seeding to them. So on that note, you know, if you're looking to take your business to the next level, my 8-week coaching program, a new 8-week coaching program that I'm putting together, kicks off in November. And if you want to find out more, message me. But anyway, step 8 of original content ideas: post support. So if you need a post to get some love, reach out to 5 to 10 people you know to comment or like in the first 10 minutes of you releasing that post. This makes a difference on the algorithms, and then return the favor to friends or, you know, colleagues, peers, whatever it is. But that way it might just help to trigger people. And I'll tell you what, it's very simple. You know, people look at likes, and, you know, from those likes, comments, and so on, it triggers people because they'll see and think, oh, that must be interesting. Why has it got so many likes? And it will help just to stop those few people who are viewing your profile, seeing your stuff in the timeline, and for you to pop up in it. And it's the same thing that will happen if you're posting in groups. You know, people will see it and think, what's this post? And then the algorithms will favor you. So, you know, look at that. These are just mini hacks that you can look at doing. I know on LinkedIn, before I go any further, they have something called, I think it's called a post party, and like literally groups of people on LinkedIn, like 10 to 20 people, they rotate. So when they put content out at a specific time, you'll see, because the same people will be liking their stuff, same people will be commenting on their stuff, and it always happens at a specific time. And, you know, I'm sure, you know, seeing some of the posts and looking at people, because I do a lot of research and looking at what other marketers are doing or the business are doing, what works, what doesn't work, you know, it will help you to build up traction, guys. So run a simple competition, you know, like, you know, post like this post to win, or pick a winner at random. If you're an author, you can offer a book or something in a competition. If you got, you know, like you want to offer a free consultancy or free coaching session, something like that, or whatever it is you want to offer, you know, run a competition just to drum up interest and people to share your post. Or as it says there, share this post and I will message you, send you a link to get a guide, ebook, create, you know, a great PDF. If you've got a lead magnet, that can work. Or just share this post if you want to reach out to people so that they help your message go further, which is, you know, appealing to their I guess the empathy in terms of helping you push your message out further, because that can work as well. You know, just being real with people, saying, look guys, I'm looking to launch something new, and I really appreciate anybody who comes across this post or watches this video, just shares it. And on that note, guys, if you're watching this video right now, me, Leon Street, I'm asking you, share the video as well. Anyway, step 11 in original content ideas: tap into popular media and culture. Like right now, obviously the big thing is pandemic, lockdown, unemployment, jobless. I know there's a big thing going on in Poland right now about abortions. Tap into different things that are connected to who you are and your business is as a brand. Yeah, don't just jump on the bandwagon of things that don't align with your values and beliefs. You know, talk about things that are going on in society if that is important to you, if it's important to your brand, and do it in a way that you're talking about it in terms of support. You're talking about it in terms of how you're going to help make change, or reaching out to other people to join the movement, those types of things. Tap into popular culture, guys. Edutainment, infotaining, you know, educate, entertain, elevate. Yeah. Educate, entertain, elevate. So add some energy, add some education, you know, and entertain, and just take people to that next level, elevate. So original content ideas, here's some examples where I've done a post and I've tagged other people into my post, people that I reached out to prior, and that resulted in them commenting, more people viewing. That's just a quick example on LinkedIn. So this stuff does work. So getting post support, right? Brand culture, draw a line, and this is showing basically I stand for X and this is why. Show people, encourage debate. I've done my most, I guess, liked and commented and active posts have always been around political ones. I don't share many, but probably the 4 or 5 that I have done, they always seem to just blow up. It just shows people are really interested in that stuff, or they have an opinion. For the brave, if you want to pick an enemy and throw rocks at the enemy, you can do that. This can get heated and legal, but it gets a lot of traction, and if you do have enemies, say that. I've got different enemies, like, agencies who promise the world and don't really understand about marketing strategy. All they know is like the kind of, I guess, examples of the platforms like Facebook ads, Google ads, and that's all they know. Just that little micro, tactic of how to get more leads, but not really understanding how to change your message, how to improve conversion rates, how to do the things that business owners need to actually grow their business. Share your personal views on politics, religion, sexuality, media, random topics that do get people talking. Be smart with this and curate the responses. The responses will give you more content or give you more collateral to go off. Visuals, learn about imagery, backgrounds, lighting. I mean, look at the lighting that you can see behind me right now. Very simple. All it is LED strips. You get them on Amazon. I think it's like £140 for 2, and you can use remotes, change the colors using RGB. I'm not using any particular lighting in front of me other than the lighting in my living room right now, because that's where I am, guys. So, look at different ways to affect the imagery and what you're putting out there, the visuals. Quality, play around with editing software, memes, filters, just different things. It's up to you to figure out what triggers people and watchers and lurkers, except that a sprinkling of likes and few comments and no shares doesn't mean that no one isn't reading or watching you. Some of my best and long-term clients were lurkers, and they've been with me for a long time and didn't interact with anything. So just put your content out there and don't worry about people, liking, commenting. If it doesn't happen immediately, just keep putting it out there. And when people do, I'll show you now as my final step for today's live, which is you need to then turn those prospects, turn those leads, turn those engaged people into customers. Well, how do you do that? Very simple. Don't go on random virtual coffee dates if people reach out to you. If you need money now, talk to them enough to understand, what they need help with, and tell them if you can help them with whatever your offer is, which we spoke about earlier in today's live. The key here is, don't jump on calls if people reach out to you and say, hey, let's jump on a call. I need to find out more about what it is that you do, or tell me more about the offer that you mentioned in your video or you put out on your profile. Like, speak to them, ask them about their problems, and then find out if what their problem is and what they have is either a match for your offer or something you can create as a service and deliver. Book as many calls as possible. If people are reaching out to you, they're in your DMs, sliding in your DMs. Oh, how do I do that? Tell me more about that thing you do. Ask them a few exploratory questions, like, tell me more about that problem. How long has it been a problem? What do you need fixing in the next 30 days, 90 days, 6 months, 12 months? And as people reveal more to you, say, hey, let's jump on a quick call so I can find out if what you have as a problem is a fit with the service that I have or the product that I have to help you stop that problem and achieve or create the life that you want. If they ask for a service that you don't yet provide, can you create it? Can you partner up with somebody who does and take a commission, like a 25% commission or a flat fee, to refer them on to somebody else who you trust, who you believe in, and close the deal, guys? And on that note, guys, this really is how you can change where you are in the next 30 days to add an extra 5K. And I said it earlier, if you watch this back on the replay, guys, I'm hoping you enjoyed the content, and give me a thumbs up and drop a comment below just to let me know which out of the 7 key steps that you really enjoyed. But the biggest thing, guys, nothing's going to come to you if you don't act. That's why my very first step today was a self-inventory. Look at your calendar, look at the time available, and look at the actions that you're taking, because you'll be surprised with the amount of time that you do have to implement the things that I've shared with you today. And that's what it's all about. It's just taking action. The way the world is right now, it's not for you to sit back and just see what happens. It's for you to step up and take action. Yeah. And when you do that, the results will come to you guys. You know, it's as simple as that. If you want help, it's very simple, guys. I can help you to grow your business. If you're just stepping into a new business, I've got a specific product that I can help you with. But if you're an established business owner, you know, and you want to take things to that next level, you want to figure out how to create more consistency in your results, you know, increase the amount of leads, sales, improve the way that you deliver your services so you're not stressed out, you're not overworked, you're not doing 100 million different things and working, you know, 80 to 100 hours a week, then, you know, reach out to me. Just go to www.leonstreet.com/121. And when you go there, you'll go to a booking form where you can book in a date and a time for us to have a chat. And don't worry, I'm not just going to pitch you stuff. I'm going to ask you about your business. I'm going to find out about what's actually going wrong, where you need help, and how I can help you. And if it's a good fit for both of us, then we'll explore the programs that I have. And on that note, guys, I just want to say thank you for watching. It has been a pleasure. We have blasted through loads of content today, literally 35 minutes of fast action content. And I'm telling you, if you apply even 10 of those things that I gave you today, so I gave you, I don't know, probably like 25 different things out of the 7 key things, I'm telling you, it will make a difference in your business. But on that note, guys, thanks for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember to subscribe to the channel. And as ever, if you're watching me on Facebook, just keep up the support. I really appreciate you guys watching. I want to shout out Dan. I want to shout out Magdalena. I want to shout out Progress. You know, everybody watching for your own individual reasons and needs. And for all of my podcast family, you know, keep listening and make sure to drop a review on iTunes as well. I really appreciate it. Tell me what you like most about the podcast. Anyway, guys, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Wednesday evening. I hope you do too. And good luck with adding another 5K in the next 30 days and taking things to the next level, guys. Thank you. I'm out of here. I'm going to go and chill. Take care. Bye-bye.